Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MTG Fishery. I am Big Fish, and today is the 15th. The day is finally here. Ikoria has finally officially released. And what we're going to do today is open up an Ikoria pre-release, an Ikoria booster box, and one extra pack just for the hell of it. These products were purchased at Level 1 Games in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. This is one of my LGSs that I go to, and they're fantastic. They have a wonderful community, and just like any other LGS right now, they got hit hard, and they're doing what they can to keep this community alive and get us the products that we want. So just remember, no matter what LGS you go to or support, give them the support. Don't put your money into Amazon. They don't need it. These guys do. So let's do that. But anyways, let's get the cracking. I think first we will start off with the pre-release. Let's put these over to the side. Obviously, when you buy a booster pack from your LGS, you're also going to get your box topper, or not your box topper, I apologize. Your buy box promo, which is going to be your Godzilla King of Monsters. Always foil. Really, really cool. Very excited for this set. I love Godzilla. I've loved it since I was a kid. But let's get to what everybody wants. So let's crack this open. We'll see what we can pull out of here. Obviously, I'm sure the majority of you guys have been looking at all of the spoilers and everything like that. We're really looking for those crazy alternate arts, the Godzilla cards, Fiend Artisan, Cannon Bonder Prodigy. This set is so overpowered and just really fun looking. So comes with a spin down, little 20-sider. Get our packs out. And let's see what we get for the promo card. Get a promo Crystalline Giant. Very cool. Very cool. Also comes with, oh great, comes with the keyword ability counters also. Fantastic. But let's get into this, shall we? So, get over here. All right. I'm actually going to put this right here. Link to their website will also be in the description below, but I want to put that there. So, kind of go through these a little bit, get to the uncommons. Okay, we got an Alert Heed Bonder, Archipelagor Alt Art, super fun, Indatha Crystal, and already pack one, awesome. Everquill Phoenix Alt Art, Borderless, super good. Let's get to the next one. Okay. So we got. Okay. Uncommons. Footfall Crater, Archipelagor Normal Box Art, Boneyard Lurker. Really love Mutate. This new ability is going to be a lot of fun, especially in Commander. And we got Gyruda Doom of Depths. Another really nice hit. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we got Void Beckoner, which is the regular art for the ever so popular Godzilla, Space Godzilla Death Corona. And Mythos of Snapdax. So this is each player chooses an artifact, creature, or enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifices the rest. If a red and a black were paid instead of the two generic alongside of the two white, then you get to choose the permanents for each player instead, which is pretty great. Then we got a foil Trumpeting Gnar, foils over here. Land token. Okay. So I'm not going to lie. I did open one box before this video, and the video didn't turn out very good. So I had to scrap it. But I opened up a collector's booster box, and boy, are those things spicy. So we got a Skull Prophet, black and a green. Tap for a black or a green, and then put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Sounds good for those graveyard decks, man. Crystal, and awesome. First try on. Foil Blossoming Sands. Put the foils over here. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going here. Okay, Weaponize the Monsters, Proud Wild Bonder, Lead the Stampede, and Death's Oasis. So I really like this card. Death's Oasis says, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then return a creature card with lesser converted mana cost than the creature that died from your graveyard to your hand. Tap a colorless, sacrifice Death's Oasis. You gain life equal to the greatest converted mana cost among creatures you control. And we have the foil Migratory Greathorn. Okay. And I didn't even realize this. They have companion tokens for their own little zone, which is kind of fun. Okay. Last pack of the pre-release. Let's see, we got. All right. Valiant Rescuer. Wingspan Mentor. Channeled Force. And Lures to the Dream Den. There you go. That's a great hit right there. So it has Companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck that has converted mana cost 2 or less. So this means that this can be an extra card, untouchable, ready to go, in exile, that you can play once from exile, as long as you meet the companion requirements. It's a 3/2 for 1 and hybrid Orzhov. During each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard, and it has lifelink. I mean, there are way too many things you could do with this. Okay, we're going to go to this one extra pack that we got. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. So. Inspired Ultimatum. Sanctuary Smasher, Hornbash Mentor. So I wonder. That was weird. These packs have been going a little differently. So, I don't know. Okay. There we go. All right. So that was the first part. The pre-release kit. And now we're going to go right over to the box. Okay, we're gonna pop this guy open. This is where I'm I'm excited now. 6-7 packs is fun, but I think 36 is better, don't you think? We got our box stopper. Okay, I'm just gonna go out of frame for a second here. Oop. Put our packs down. All right. Oop. Sorry, guys. Put this over here. Okay, so I want to start with the box stopper. Let's do that. Let's just go for broke. Let's see what we get. Hoping for something spicy. A Ghidorah would be awesome, but to be perfectly honest, I'm psyched about any of the Godzilla cards at this point. So let's see. I'm not 100% sure whether or not it's a guaranteed Godzilla card or if it's just one of the alt art borderless foil, whatever, but let's see. Ready? Okay, King Caesar, Ancient Guardian. It is an uncommon. Not that great of a hit at all, but you know what? I'll take it because, well, it's foily, it's pretty, and I love Godzilla. So put this over there. All right. So let's get going, guys. Take a look at this. All right, let's see. Really, really itching to get those alternate art triomes. What do we got going here? Is this a pull tab? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alternate art, anything. The Planeswalkers are great. Vivian would be nice. Fiend Artisan's up there. Kinnan Bonder Prodigy again. So let's see what we get. We got our token. Got our first foil. And another Garuda. Okay. Bastion of Remembrance, great uncommon. Even Barrier Breach is okay because you're exiling 3 enchantments. It's for 3 mana, and it has cycling. So, I mean, there's a lot of power in this set. And it comes from all over the place. So I'm really, really kind of excited to see what people do in regards to Commander mostly. I am a Commander player. I only really play that. I used to play Standard and stuff, but not so much anymore. So we got our next Triome, the Savai Triome. Good hit. Zagoth Mamba, the Necropanther, and a Frill Scare Mentor. I'm just going to go through here, see if there's any alt arts. There we go. Migratory Greyhorn. Put these aside now. Okay, next one. So about halfway through, I am going to talk to you guys about a giveaway that I'd like to do. There we go. Lutri the Spell Chaser. This is another great hit. It is a companion, so I went over it before. You have to meet a specific requirement in order to keep it in your companion zone. And with this one, it's each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. So clearly it was banned in Commander immediately. Flash, when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, and you may choose new targets of the copy. Mystic Subdual. This is actually a really great uncommon. For 1 and a blue, it has Flash, Enchant Creature. Enchanted creature gets -2 attack and loses all abilities. So especially in Commander, this thing just shuts Commanders off completely, which is awesome. And we'll go through here real quick. Okay. So the next one. Personally, I am really kind of itching for a Kinnan. So if we get this Kinnan, I'll be very, very happy. I already have the deck made, and it's just waiting for its commander. You got a foil Pouncing Shore Shark. Lava-Bring Venturer. There's our rare. Enters a battlefield, choose odd or even, and it has protection from each converted mana cost of the chosen value. A lot of people I've been hearing are not too thrilled and or happy. Majestic Auricorn, alt art. These are great, by the way. And Back for More. This is actually, I really like this card. Yes, it's 6 mana. It is an instant, however, and you return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And when you do, it fights at the one creature you control. So end a turn, bring something back, kill something off, and no more summoning sickness. It's just ready to go. So it's pretty stellar. Go through here. And I just love this card. Unexpected Fangs. Yeah, so let's see what we got here. Okay. Eerie Ultimatum. Very good hit. 3 black, 2 white, and 2 green. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pretty much made for Commander. Basically. Weaponize the monsters, Endothic Crystal, and Channel Force. So also, in regards to all of the Tri-lands, this set also has a cycle of artifacts that tap for the same mana and also have cycling. So it's actually, they're really not bad mana rocks at all, actually. They do have a cycling ability. So if you don't need it late game, you cycle it away, draw a card. It's pretty good. Especially with this set, you're going to want those, definitely going to want that quick ramp. And, you know, if you happen to pull it later on down the road, you cycle it away. We have Slither Wisp. It's It's a 3/2 Elemental Nightmare with Flash. Whenever you cast another spell that has Flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses a life. So Flash Tribal, huh? I don't know about that, but okay. Flourishing Fox, Savai Crystal, Archipelagor. Got Survivor's Bond. We're just going to go through here. Okay. So when I get about a third of the way through, I'm going to talk to you guys about a giveaway that I want to do pretty much immediately. Boom. There you go. Luminous Broodmoth. Alternate art is going to be Mothra, which I would really, really, really hope that is somewhere in this box. But for 2 and 2 white, it's a creature insect, flying. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, you return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. And it's a 3/4. So, I mean, aristocrat style decks. There are ways to shut off putting the counter on it so you can just constantly keep bringing stuff back. But that's pretty good. That's our first mythic. Crystal, Fightus 1, Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. And then our commons. Okay. Let's go to this next one. The pull tab is kind of confusing me. I already saw a little bit of this next card, so let's just get to it. Tranquil Cove, Narset of the Ancient Way. Mythic number 2. Awesome. 1 and blue, red, white. So, Jeskai. Legendary Planeswalker Narset. Her +1 is gain 2 life. Then you add a blue, a red, or a white. And you spend this mana only to cast non-creature spells. -2. Oh, sorry, guys. -2 is draw a card. Then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Narset deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to the target creature or planeswalker. And then -6 is you get an emblem. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. I mean, card is definitely strong, and I'm really going to be excited to see what people end up doing with her. Then we got Boon of the Wishgiver, Monstrous Step. Okay. And we're going to go through here. Anything good? No? Okay. We're almost a third of the way through. We have 3 or 4 more packs after this. And then we'll talk about the giveaway that I want to do. Yeah, let's see. Let's get through this real quick. Okay, we got our Mythos of Brokos. Again, it's another one of the Mythos that we went over before. So its regular casting cost is 2 and 2 green. And it says if black and blue were spent for the generic, you can search your library for a card, put that card into the graveyard. I'm sorry, let me start this over. So you return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. If blue and black were spent for the 2 generic, then you search your library for a card, put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Pretty good. Wingspan Mentor, Footfall Crater, Dire Tactics. Okay. So a lot of the uncommons are labeled as mentors. So there's a mentor cycle. And I believe in this one, the majority of the mentors work with one of the new mechanics or the new things in the set now, where they are keyword counters. So you can give things hexproof and first strike and double strike and all that stuff. So we have a Bonder's Enclave. This is really great for those big beater decks. You can tap it for a colorless, or you can tap 3, tap it, and you draw a card. You can only activate this ability if you control a creature with a power of 4 or greater. So those Savala decks, those just big monster beater decks. Here you go, Titanith Rex. This is actually, I believe, one of the uncommon Godzilla cards. This is the regular art for it. 11/11, trample, cycling. When you cycle it, you can put one of the trample counters now onto a target creature you control. And we'll just go. Oh, there you go. Cavern Whisperer. Alt art. Very cool. Oh, sorry. Again, pull tab. All right, let's see. Mythos of Nethroi. Destroy target non-land permanent if it's a creature. But if a green and a white were spent for the 2 generic, you get to destroy. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. You can destroy a creature for 2 and a black. If you tap a black, a green, and a white, you get to destroy any non-land permanent, which is pretty good. Okay. We'll just go through here. All right, let me fix up these guys real fast. All right, last pack, and then we will talk about our giveaway. Okay, Blossoming Sands, and a Yorion Sky Nomad, another companion. It's a bird serpent legendary creature, 3, and Azorius hybrid, flying, 4/5. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control, and then you return those to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So this is a massive board flicker, essentially. Definitely very powerful. Has a lot of different applications. Definitely in the 99 for Commander, but I'm always interested to see how people use this card. Obviously, the requirement is your starting deck has to contain at least 20 more cards than your minimum deck. You can't do that in Commander, so this can only go in the 99. Yeah, Easy Prey, another Crystal, Primal Empathy, and then just kind of go through. Okay, so before I get into the rest of the packs, we're going to talk about the giveaway. So I have 6 packs of Battlebond here, and I am going to do one a piece. As soon as this video hits 500 views, likes, I will go through the names randomly and pick out 6. I will contact you guys, and then I will get these mailed out to you. I do, however, want to open them on the channel because I think that'd be super fun. But so when this is all over, if you really enjoy what you see, like, share, subscribe, and we can get the sweepstakes up and running here because everybody loves a good giveaway. Okay. Winota, Joiner of Forces. So a lot of people are super happy about this card because it's Boros, and Boros needs help. So for 2 red and white, legendary creature, Human Warrior. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, you look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it is kind of funny. It's a Human Warrior, and it wants non-human creatures to attack, and then you put humans onto the battlefield. So definitely strong, definitely powerful. I really want to see some fun applications to this. Commons, and then Cloud Piercer alternate art. I mean, even the commons and the uncommon alternate arts are just so beautiful. They did a really bang-up job with the extra fun stuff in this set. We got a foil Insatiable Hemophage. Very cool. And we got Kolgla, the Titan Ape, or, come on. It's King Kong, right? 3 and 3 green, legendary creature Ape. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Cool. Whenever Kogla attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. And you can tap 1 in a green and return target human you control to its hand. And it gains indestructible until end of turn. So, it couldn't be more King Kong. Obviously, I don't believe Wizards worked out the rights to get and use King Kong's name because I don't believe it's owned by the same company that owns all the names of the Godzilla stuff. So, but still very cool. That's Sanctuary Lockdown, Exuberant Wolf Bear, Skull Prophet. I'm going to go through. Even some of these, like the colorless creatures and the art extending out into the sides, they're gorgeous. They really are. All right, let's see what we got. Come on, itching for a Kinnan. I'd love to see a Ghidorah. Rugged Highlands, there we go. And Doth the Triome, great. I'll take it. These lands are awesome. Yeah, got our Altar Parcel Beast. This is a great uncommon, by the way. So 2, a green and a blue. It's an elemental beast to 2/4. You mutate it for a green and a blue. But its activated ability is tap 1, tap it, and then you look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you can put it onto the battlefield. If you don't, you put it into your hand. I mean, it's ramp. It could be card draw. It's a great card. And I mean, the comic book art's fantastic. But keep going. All right. Token, land. Oh, awesome. Zagath Triome. Borderless alternate art. Gorgeous. Okay, uncommons. Go through here. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. I'm pretty happy. We're not even completely happy through the box yet. We got some great cards. We have foil startling development and the Dranith Magistrate. So this is one of those cards that a lot of CEDH players are looking at. It's a pretty incredible stacks piece. I mean, for 1 and a white, it's a 1/3, and your opponents can't cast their commanders or play things from the graveyard or cast off the top of their deck. Nothing. It just shuts it down completely. So this is very much a hate card. Ominous Seas, Cunning Nightbonder, Splendid Mare. We'll just go through here again quick. All right. Next up, counters or land. Frondland Felidar. 3/5, 2, a green and a white. Vigilance. Creatures you control with vigilance have 1 tap target creature. Meh. Just go through this stuff. Okay. So I hope everybody is figuring out some sort of way to enjoy any sort of online pre-release. You know, it's a weird time that we're in right now. We have our foil rares, the Frondland Felidar, not too great, is what it is. Then we got a Yadaro Wandering Monster. This is another one of those Godzilla alt art normal cards. I could have said that better, but it's fine. So this is one of the Godzilla cards. It is a legendary creature, dinosaur turtle, 5 and 2 red, trample haste, has cycling for 1 and a red. It says when you cycle Yadaro Wandering Monster, shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you cycle the card named Yadaro Wandering Monster 4 or more times this game, put it into the battlefield from your graveyard instead. You do this before you draw. So obviously this is geared more towards a standard setting, having multiple copies of it. However, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to break this a little bit in Commander. I think that there's a way, and I think that it would be super fun. Void Beckoner, Lord Dracus. Beautiful. So good. Colorful. And then Dreamtail Heron. Like I said, the alt-art cards are great. They're gorgeous. All right, so let's get going here. We have our soldier, land. We've got our Crystalline Giant. This is for 3. It's a 3/3, which is already okay. But at the beginning of combat, on your turn, you choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have. So, flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, vigilance, or a 1/1 counter. And then you put that type on it. So it just gets more and more dangerous as it sits out there. Polywog Symbiote. This is the Baby Godzilla Ruin Reborn. It says each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. So you're looting. It's cheaper. I mean, this is a great card for any sort of a mutate deck, and it's only 1 and a blue. Sprite Dragon for blue and a red, flying haste 1/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. So, you know, it's blue and a red, fits in Jeskai. Plenty of non-creature spells being thrown around in that color combination. Let's see. All right, so we got Island. Sea Dasher Octopus. Awesome. The alt art for this is beautiful. So 1, a blue and a blue. It has flash, and a mutate costs for 1 and a blue. It says whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So the fact that it has flash, you get something unblocked as long as it's a non-human. You mutate it out, you draw a card as soon as it deals damage to a player. Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to look for some alt arts. No? Okay. I am very excited to start putting these into decks and playing around. I really want to do a fun kind of a meme Godzilla deck, and I think I'm going to have Kenrith, the Returned King, be the lead of that deck. We have a foil fully grown. Oh, awesome. Alt art, Vivian Monsters Advocate. Really wanted this card. So it's 3, 3 green. It has 2 static abilities. So you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. +1 is create a 3/3 beast creature token. Put your choice of a vigilance counter, a reach counter, or a trample counter on it. So great. And then its -2 is when you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost and put it onto the battlefield. So, I mean, yeah, everyone's saying that the power level of this set is insane. You're right, it's insane. Ivy Elemental, Neutralize. General's Enforcer. Legendary humans you control have Indestructible. For a white and a black to 2/3, Human Soldier. And you can tap 2 a white and a black, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a 1/1 white Human Soldier creature token onto the battlefield. Looks like it lines right up with General Kudo, considering he's General Kudo's Enforcer. So, okay. Put these commons together. We're going to go through any. Okay. So we're almost 2/3 of the way through. We got some great cards already. We got 5. Got 5 mythics there. Voracious Great Shark. 3 and 2 blue flash 5/4. When it enters the battlefield, counter target artifact or creature spell. Really great card. Flicker effects. You don't have to cast it. It's just when it enters the battlefield, you counter it. So, I mean, that's great. Okay. Go through. Anything? No. Okay. All right. After this, we are officially 2/3 of the way through. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves here because, I love this. You have Foil Blossoming Sands and Karuga the Macro Sage. This is another companion. Not one of the highly sought after ones. Its requirements are saying that you have to have converted mana cost of 3 or less for every card but lands in your deck. It's not that great. Insatiable Hemophage for the alt art. I mean, so cool looking. So one other thing that I actually want to mention, the Almighty Brushwag, is a hilarious card. However, in this set, we all got to remember, right? Mutate is a thing, and it wants to be put on top or underneath creatures with really good keyword abilities like Trample, and this is a 1 mana card. So you get this out quick, you throw it, you mutate onto it, and you start going for broke. But there are a lot of cards like that. All right. We're going to start off our last 12 packs. Forest. Titan's Nest. So at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Exile a card from your graveyard and you add 1 colorless mana. Spend this mana only to cast colored spells without X in its cost. So I actually got this confused in one of the other cards that I went through. This essentially gives almost every card in your hand without an X in its cost that has a color, Delve, which is one of the most broken and amazing things that you can do in Magic. Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, these cards have been banned in formats, stuff like that. So, the fact that you can just give anything in your hand Delve is insane. Okay. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Still hoping for that Kinnan and a Ghidorah, obviously. I don't know how many times I've said it, but I've said it a lot. I already saw I believe it was a Gem Razor, but we're going to see. We've got a Prickly Marmoset, and yep, extended alt art Gem Razor. I mean, this is a Magic card, everyone. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! This isn't Pokemon. It's hilarious. 3 and a green. You can mutate it for 1 and 2 green. It's a 4/4 creature beast. Reach and trample. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or an enchantment an opponent controls. So, very good utility card. Put that over here. Got Necropanther. Altars. I think the first time we saw this one. And then go through here quick. Okay. Next. Colossification. 5 green, enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, you tap the enchanted creature, and it gets 20/20. So, kind of a meme card, but I mean, I'm sure it'll have its applications, and I'm sure people will figure out fun ways to break it, throw fling. I mean, it's in green, so if you have like a Jared deck where you can just sack it and just deal insane amounts of damage to everybody at once, it seems like a pretty fun card. I mean, it's expensive to cast, but, go big or go home. Kraken. General Kudo of Dranith. Another mythic. So it's 1, a white and a black. Other humans you control get 1/1. It's a legendary creature, human soldier, 3/3. Whenever it or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. You can tap 2, sacrifice 2 humans, and destroy target creature with 4 creator. So it's a giant beast killer, essentially. And then, Cavern Whisperer at the end. Get this out of the way. Okay. Rogran Triome. There you go. I think that's our 3rd or 4th Triome. Okay, we're going to skip through these real fast. All right. Getting there, guys. Getting there. I'm kind of sweating. We're getting low, and I really would like to. I'm not going to complain. There's 5 great mythics sitting in front of me, but Skycat Sovereign, great for those flying tribal decks. It's a Elemental Cat 1/1 for a white and a blue. It has flying, and it gets 1/1 for each other creature you control with flying. And for 2, a white and a blue, you can make a 1/1 white cat bird creature token with flying. So, I mean, it's pretty good. Starts out small, and you can just start making it bigger on your own, which is pretty great. Chittering Harvester, alt art. I mean, man, so cool looking. All right. Next. All right. A foil Bonder's Enclave. This is our 2nd foil rare, I believe. Kahira the Orphan Guard. It's another companion. 1 and a hybrid green-white. For the love of God, it's escaping me right now what that color combination is. Don't know why. But its companion requirement is each creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. It's a 3/2 with vigilance, and each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. Okay, Valiant Rescuer. Porcuparrot. Absolutely hilarious. Buff Bird. Okay. Next one. All right. Extinction Event. 3 and a black. Sorcery. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature card with converted mana cost of the chosen color. So, I mean, the fact that this isn't a destroy, it's an exile is pretty good. It kind of goes 50-50 on what you're going to hit. But, again, I'm sure some people will figure out a good way to use it. Migration Path. 3 and a green. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library with a cycling of 2. So anybody who's using things like explosive vegetation, this is strictly better. I mean, right? Same cost, same ability, but you throw cycling onto it, and you don't need it. You cycle it away, draw a card. It's great. Okay. All right. We're down to our last 4 to 5 packs. I think 4. We're getting there. Oh, yes. Nethroi, Apex of Death. 2, a white, green, and a black. Legendary creature, Cat Nightmare Beast. So if you haven't noticed, Cat Nightmare Beast. Cat's for the white, Nightmares for the black, Beast is for green. Has a mutate of 4, a hybrid green, white, black, black. It's a Death Touch lifelink, 5/5. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is a mutate. This isn't an enter the battlefield, anything like that. Every time you mutate onto this, it happens again. I mean, this card is insane. Any more alt arts? No. Okay. So, I mean, guys, I am very happy. We have 6 mythics sitting there, and they are all good. Quartzwood Crasher. So this is another pretty good card. So it's 2 red and a green. It's a 6/6 dinosaur beast with trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. So it's wanting trample tribal, which is kind of already a thing in the commander format in some cases, but very powerful card. Very powerful card. Okay. Volpkeet. Very cool. All right, last 2 packs. Let's see if we can pull a gem out of there. Again, I'm not complaining. I like what I see already. So, got a foil Proud Wildbonder and Emergent Ultimatum. 2 black, 3 green, 2 blue. Sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 mono-colored cards with different names, and then exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, and you shuffle that back into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana costs, and then you exile Emergent Ultimatum. Pretty powerful. I mean, yeah. You know, as long as they're monocolored cards, you set up 3 cards in there, combo out, drop it, done. That's it. You kind of make your opponents choose. I mean, you give them an option out of 3, but you should just make it so no matter what they pick, you win, basically. All right, last pack. Let's do this. All right. Rugged Highlands and Shark Typhoon. We got Sharknado, everybody. The fact that they put a Sharknado card into this set is absolutely hilarious, and I gotta say, I love it. So for 5 and a blue, it's an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. You can cycle it for X1 and a blue, and then when you do, you create an XX blue shark creature token with flying. Now, this is very reminiscent of another blue card, I believe, from the Kaladesh cycle. Oh, Metallurgic Summonings. So it's kind of like a new version of Metallurgic Summonings. A little bit easier to cast, but I believe it's 1 more. The other one was 2 blue and 3. But Bastion Remembrance. Also, this is a great card. I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I mean, you know, enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It's, you know, it's just amazing for those aristocrat decks. And all right, that's it, guys. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mythics. All great, all gas. and we got a number of really, really great rares. Thank you guys for watching. Again, these cards were purchased and brought to you guys by Level 1 Games in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. So anybody that's in the area, local, stop by the store, especially once this crazy stuff is over with. They have a great, great community. Lots of really great people work there, go there, and I support them 100%. Try to, even if you're not, just support your local game stores whenever you can, wherever you can. I know that you can get stuff cheaper on Amazon, but remember that the few extra dollars that you're spending going to an LGS is going into your community, and that's what we want to support. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I will be checking if this video ends up hitting 500 likes or shares or subscribes or anything like that. I'm going to get in contact with 6 random people, and you guys will get Battlebond Booster Packs. So I'm itching to give these away. So all we got to do is try to support me so I can help you and give stuff to you for free. So again, this is the MTG Fishery, and have a good one, guys.